Hello everybody, anybody new to my channel? My name is Jeff and welcome to my little machine shop. The channel's name is Home Machinist. First I want to address my last video. I do my videos off the seat of my pants. I'm doing this off the seat of my pants. I hope I get it right. So I did that last video with the total thoughts in my mind that the same handful of people that usually watch my videos were going to see it. So they were who I was thinking I was doing this for. I had no idea that as many people were going to see that video as that have seen it. And I have a lot of gratitude and thanks I want to share. But considering I do my videos off the seat of my pants, I don't want to give my gratitude and thanks off the seat of my pants. I want to do it right, and I want to do a separate video on that. So over the next few days or so, I'm going to get that video done, and we'll get it up. And know from the bottom of my heart to everybody that reached out to me and everybody that really reached out to me, I'm grateful. Thank you so much. You made a huge difference in the way I'm thinking. It's a big deal. A double lung recipient. So much wouldn't have happened in the last 13 days if I wouldn't have done that video. So many good, positive things. A double lung recipient sent me an email, and I had an incredible conversation on the phone with him the other night. I want to share with you what took place in that conversation in this next video. So I want to do it right. I want to spend some time thinking about it. I don't want to do it off the seat of my pants. People, thank you so much. Please watch the video when I get it up. So my buddy's done a lot of favors for me. I wanted to do a favor for him and make him a Picatinny mount for his SKS, barrel mounted. And we're going to do that in this video. Quite a bit of machining on some decent stuff, I think. It turns out absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. We start off with this feature already finished and the barrel ID already finished. We start at that point. And it turns out beautiful. And I took it up this afternoon and mounted it. I wanted to get a good look at the front profile of it. So you might notice in the video at the end that I don't finish these corners. They're still unfinished, and that was why, because I wanted to look at the profile with my own eyes. And we're going to do that off camera, and that's how it is. But it turns out beautiful in here, good enough for me to show it to you. So, oh, Larry and Sean, oh, I almost forgot. Larry and Sean, thank you very much, man. It showed up. Thank you for the X39. So Larry and Sean shared this with me. It shows big promise for people like myself. Larry and Sean, thank you so much. The patch is on my neck. Today's the first day. We're gonna continue doing the patch, and we're gonna see if it does help me at all. And if it does, we'll tell you all about it in that next video. But thank you, Larry and Sean, for the X39. It's very appreciated. People, let's get some machining done. Oh boy. We set up, and we're just going to do a little center drill in here. Alright, back to 212, I think it was, yeah. Back to 212. Alright, there we go. So I already did the first hole off camera, so we'll finish it up. Okay. Little pecks. You don't want to get too aluminum buildup again, and you don't want it to load up your drill. But it's cutting as good as it was. It's a really sharp drill bit, so no lubrication. Probably get away with it on all 4 holes. But when you start getting down deep, that's when you got to pay attention to things. Listen to your machine. You'll hear it. Feel resistance. And you can see the edge of that drill bit right there is starting to shine a little bit. It means there's a little load up occurring right there. A little bit, not hateful, but it's trying to. So we're just going to pay attention. I think this was 1026. I can feel the drill bit starting to protest just a little bit. Let me get some lubrication for this. I heard it loading up a little bit right there. Just a little. That's probably because my drill bit is starting to show a little wear on it. These drills have been with me for many, many years. I've had this cobalt drill in deck since I was a tool and die apprentice. And that is the truth. Oop. All right. There we go. I'm going to double check my depth on this one. 129. Yep, perfect. Okay, our basic hole was drilled. I'm going to go ahead and do the counterbore before I run a tap. Okay, we're ready to do our counterbores, and according to my calculations, I'm going to be running right down that wall. I actually might cut through it with the counterbore. So I guess we are going to be cutting into the counterbore, and this is going to probably happen before I hit it with the 45 tool. But it's okay. We're, again, working with what we have. I mean, I would do this differently if I had other methods available to me, but I do not. So let's bring it down and touch. Then we'll zero, and we're going to plunge in 250. Touching right there. Zero. Now I'm using the fine feed here. I'm just going to take her on in. I got to go 250 thou. This might take a little while, so yeah, we're passing 125 now. Cutting very nicely. 175, 200, $250 exactly. All right. All right, let's do another one. Cutting a lot faster this time. Well, I'm plunging in faster. You hear it? Hear it bog down a little bit right there? A little load up occurring. Just slow it down. You don't want that. There's our 250 right there. Two more. Sorry, I hit the can with my finger there. There's our number. Oh, I hit it again. Alright, let's go. I'm not exerting myself too much, so I'm not breathing real heavy. Now we'll be able to visually see how close I am to that wall right there. I can actually see a little shiny spot going down the side of it just from heat. So we're really close. We're definitely going to cut into that wall right there. The fine feed on the little PM30. You hear it loading up? Go a little slower. The fine feed works really well on the little PM30. We're approaching 250, 40. There we are. One more. See if our zero is still set. Should touch right now. There it is. It's 1,000th off from this side for some reason, but we do the same thing. Run on down in 250. I'm going deep because remember we're going to put those chamfers on. And a little load up occurring. I can hear it and feel it. Here we are. Okay, counterboards are done. Okay, we're ready to tap our holes here this morning. Cold here in Maryland this morning, so we got counterboards done last night, and I called it a night. I didn't get in the house till 10 o'clock. Then I have a gentleman on the West Coast that got a double lung transplant, and he's going to speak to me on the phone tonight, and we're trying to get our time zones coordinated so we can talk. So man, it's going to be I have a feeling it's going to be a really cool conversation. So tonight I'm going to talk to him, but right now let's get these threads done and keep going here. Got a little lube in there. Okay. Nice. Okay, next hole, 874. There we go. Okay, forward. Gotta get some speed going here. Okay, that's about right. Okay, here we go. All right, all 4 holes are done. Okay, I went ahead and put the bolts in and we'll get a good look at my depth there so I can do my chamfer. So all this was planned. I counterbored deeper than I really needed to, but I was already planning on reducing this height right here by another 25 or 30 thousandths. And there's my counterbores. All my depths are very accurate, as you can see. Right up against the wall, but all planned, of course. Then we're going to put our chamfers in, and that's going to cut some of that counterbore away, but we knew that when we planned it out. And so at this point, we need to do our corner chamfers. We need to do a slitting saw operation, and then I'm going to move to reducing this width here and putting the Picatinny rail in, and then we'll figure out how we're going to detail the rest of it up. So right now we're ready to do our chamfers, and we'll get it set up and we'll get moving in that direction. So I went ahead and did the chamfer on this side. The bolts are in, and it's exactly the way I described it was going to be. We cut into the counterbores considerably, but we knew we had to. So at this point we're going to touch off, and I've got the dro set to 0. So as I move in, when I hit 0 on the dro, we'll be at the same dimension as the other chamfer. So let's touch off and get this done. So according to the dro, I got 171 thousandths to feed in from touch off. That was 20 thou. All right, here we go. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Now we just gotta feed it in another 152 thou. I'm being gentle. I'm always easy on the tooling. Excuse me. I'm only doing a climb cut, so I'm cutting from right to left, and I'm just bringing it back. I'm not cutting both directions. The old little PM30 so quiet. I love the belt drive. It only takes maybe 45 seconds to change from high pulley to low pulley and vice versa. Oh Lord. Okay, I'm gonna leave 5 for finish. I'm gonna take it down to 5 thou. Oh Lord. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. One more cut and a couple little finish passes just to smooth out the surface, clean it up. All right, this should be our last dimensional cut. And here we are on 0. I'm gonna pick up the speed a little bit. Okay, one more. And we'll be done with this operation. And we got to do a little deburring. Our chamfers are done, the bolts are in. So I think we're ready to do the slitting saw operation. And yeah, we're looking good here. So there it is so far. Our chamfers look good. We're pretty far into the counter bores, but we knew that was going to happen. But I wasn't 100% sure how far in I was going to go. I didn't do that math. I just eyeballed it. But there it is. Looking good. We're ready for slitting saw. This is a 5/8 dowel, and that is the barrel right there. Okay, so it's going to sit like that. Again, we got a lot of work to do down here yet. This is going to be reduced. The width here is going to be reduced significantly. This is 1/150 right now. We're going down to 832. I'm still thinking about what I'm going to do up in this area here for detail, but we're working our way there. So we're ready for the slitting saw. So I'm going to get set up, and we're going to get this clamp split and keep on going. Looking good. So we got this side already split. Now I'm going to do this side for you, show you. It might be a little dark here. It's hard to get these LED lights to give me good lighting without really lighting up the aluminum. It makes the aluminum so bright. But we'll give it a shot here. Okay, now I'll do one for you, and we'll have the clamp done here. I see our lube's flying all over me here. Okay, let's get this done. We're going to do a couple passes. I could do this in one pass, but I'm not going to. We're doing right around, I think, 70 thousandths here. This is my cutoff blade has a bunch of missing teeth on it. It's wore out. But you all know the deal with that. It'll work just fine for aluminum. We'll get a clean cut. And there's always files and paper if we need to pretty it up a little bit, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to look pretty good. But there's probably like a half a dozen teeth missing off this saw. Oh. There you go. Okay, it's out of the mill. This is our barrel diameter right here. I have a hardened 625 dowel. Here's our clamp. The saw did a really good job. I was amazed. It has about half a dozen teeth broke off of it, but we made it work, and it did. It did a beautiful job. So let's see what we got here. This is the exact barrel diameter. Again, I'm going to say this again. I find it strange that the barrel is 625 in diameter, but it is. I'm not sure about any of the details about that. I'm not extremely knowledgeable on this particular on SKSs. I'm just making a barrel mount. So here we go. Clamp is working really well. So I did the through hole with drills, and in order to get a really accurate hole with a drill, for me, and this is something I've been doing for years, is I step up. I would step up 2 or 3 sizes, and that way the drill is not taking out a lot of wall all at one time, and you get really accurate holes. But what I wanted here, considering I was limited on reamers and stuff like that for getting really accurate holes, and I didn't feel like setting a boring head up, and I didn't feel like setting this up in a forge on the lathe and boring it, and get it with the diameter I actually wanted. Excuse me. So I wanted about 627. I wanted a couple thousandths bigger than the barrel. And so what I did, I only used 2 drill bits. I used a 1/2 inch and I went straight to the 625. And knowing that it would take a little bit more out than 625, and it did just that. It's absolutely perfect. But if you want a real accurate hole with drill bits, you got to step up. And I mean 3 or 4 times you got to go from small drill bits up to big drill bits. And the less wall a drill bit takes out, the more accurate the hole. But we didn't want that again. We wanted a couple thousandths bigger, and I wanted to use a 625 to get that to happen. So I only used 2 drill bits. And here we go. This is, again, exact barrel diameter. Clamps real nice, super strong. So we're ready to roll it over. Reduce our width here, up to about here. I don't know, I might run it all the way up. And we're going to put our Picatinny in. This is 1/150 now. We're going to reduce this width down to 832 and get our bottom mount Picatinny rail put in. So there you go. Looks absolutely beautiful. Everything's working out very well. And we're ready to move on again. Next setup. Okay, it's out of the middle completely now. So I went ahead and put an angle here, done the same way as the top of the clamp, the cap here. So you didn't miss nothing, did it off camera. There's our Picatinny, just beautiful. Got some handling scratches on it now, not terrible at all. But yeah, really turned out nice. We're not going to put recoil grooves in at this point. And we're going to take it up to his house tomorrow. And I'm going to mount it. And we'll get some thumbnail pictures at that point. I'm really happy with it. We're just going to let it go as this right now. I might modify for a future one if I should have to do a future one, or somebody might want one. I might find myself wanting to do a couple other modifications to this. I already considered doing a triple mount. So we'll see where this goes. Everybody, thank you very much for watching my videos. I appreciate everybody who has subscribed and who watches my videos. I'm grateful to every one of you. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend and a fantastic upcoming work week. And again, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm overwhelmed with the results of the last video and how many people reached out to me. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody who commented and reached out to me. You all made a hell of a difference in how I'm thinking. So, again, please like, share, and subscribe. I love you all very much. Have a great weekend and good work week. See ya.